It's been over 6 weeks now since Jamaica has imposed social protocols in response to the COVID pandemic. Total shutdown in some instances. In this segment of our show, we're taking time out to look at how these social protocols may be impacting dating on the island. And to help us, no other than the sex doctor herself, Sexxy-Ann Weeks, who is celebrating, by the way, a birthday today. And I must say, happy birthday, Shelly.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
alive.
looking like a birthday girl.
I'm looking like a birthday.
You're looking like you're dating. Huh?
Well, let's just say that the sexy does not go anywhere. Pandemics don't stop sexy. So we just have to be creative, and we are going to have to figure out how we maneuver from here.
Oh, well, tell us, because that's what we want to know. You talk sex, you know about sex.
Yes.
So dating, put dating in the mix now. Young people in particular, how are they impacted by the social protocols?
Oh, well, you know, the great thing about being Jamaican is that, you know, by design, we are very creative. And so a lot of persons have to tap into that creativity.
Yes.
And COVID, of course, you know, is a new phenomenon that all of us are trying to figure our ways around. So, of course, dating is a part of it. There's a lot of naked people on social media and a lot of shows being put on with each other for the persons who have the smartphone and they can take photos and they can sext and text and all of that. But I really just think that the best way to treat it is like a long-distance relationship. Because the truth is, those social distancing protocols that you mentioned really just stops persons from having the social interaction that they normally would have in a typical dating scenario.
Yes.
So now them can't get figure on a movie and them can't get figure on a dinner and
first touch.
all of those things and you know the typical
The first touch, the first whatever,
good.
the first kiss.
All of those
and these physical things.
all the physical things that are normally on the table are off the table now.
So relationships are still moving from meeting
yes, man.
to sex.
Yes, people are meeting online.
In the creative way you speak of it.
Yes, but people are meeting online as well. So it's not just somebody
So they meet online.
So they meet online,
yes.
they connect online, them have all-night conversations, them fall asleep together with the phone. You may sleep rest on the phone upon my pillow, and you with the ear so asleep, and we asleep together. And all of that is happening. So, you know, it's just, like I said, you have to be creative. You have to treat it like a long-distance relationship. But the great thing about it, and I think it's a kind of blessing in a way because it forces you now to have a relationship outside of the physical sexual contact. That, you know, 'cause a lot of us depend on that. A lot of us depend on chemistry and the spark and when I touch you, it tingles and all of that. No, they don't have that to play with because they can't touch each other. But now they have to have actual conversations. They actually have to get to know each other. And I think that's a great place to start a relationship.
But can you really, I mean, in the old days, right?
Pre-COVID.
You meet someone, there's the breaking of the ice,
yes.
conversation, you know, you get to first touch.
Yes.
You dance, you flirt, you whatever.
Yes.
The norm now you're saying, you step from meeting someone online.
Online, yes.
And you're intimate with the same person.
Yes.
And yet to be met
yes.
in the flesh.
Yes.
That is what is the answer now?
Yes.
This is what is actually happening,
all right, well,
Shelley?
first of all, Winfred, let us not pretend as if this is being caused by COVID, because prior to COVID, this has been happening anyway.
Yes.
I mean, for crying out loud, there's a show on TLC called 90 Day Fiancé, and basically what that is you have people who met online, who literally meet each other for the first time, and they have 90 days to decide if they want to get married or not. So this is not a new phenomenon. It's just that now, out of necessity, persons who would normally have the option to do all of those nice things you spoke about before, now have to find other ways to connect that don't include them actually physically being in the same space. So now they have to make use of phone and data and Wi-Fi and put all kind of sexy things on the internet. I mean, I would be so interested to see what, if somebody was doing that study, to see what is the increase of nakedness on the internet, because there's a whole heap of nudity.
Yeah, well, you know,
when you hear somebody somebody say them going to somebody DM, them slide into the DMs. You know what that means? Them see them on Instagram, them like what them see, and them send them a DM, and based on that, they start to have they have a conversation.
Virtual this and virtual
then
that.
That moves into a little bit more, and then they create a connection, and then they decide to meet. So this part of it isn't new. It's just that, as a matter of fact, it's probably new for the people who, maybe my age and older, who now had a relationship with somebody that they are now not physically occupying the same space with that person. So now they have to figure out how are we going to maintain our connection. I think it is more difficult for that group than for the people you're talking about because they live in that space anyway.
All right, so what is the fallout rate in relationships like those?
Well, I saw an article in HuffPost talking about the divorce rate in China that spiked. The divorce rate went up something like 50% as a result of the social distancing. The people were quarantined, they were stuck in homes together, and as soon as they relaxed the quarantines, people were running to divorce offices, to divorce lawyers, trying to figure out, how do I get out of this? I cannot be in this relationship anymore. And what has happened is that the fact that people are actually spending an unusual amount of time together, it produces two extreme reactions. So it's either it makes them grow closer or it drives them apart, because now you realize that you're in a relationship with somebody that you're literally just actually meeting. Because all of the other things that we had to fill up our days and to keep us occupied are no longer there. So now you really get to look across at the person that you've committed to be with and realize that they chew with their mouths open, and you find that annoying. And so now, this thing, one thing be revealed after another, after another, after another, and now you realize that I did not know who this person was.
Okay.
And now it's, am I going to accept it or am I going to run from it? And that is the decision that a lot of couples are going to have to make after all of this.
Oh, so it's starting all over if we should ever normalize?
Literally.
Or could this be the new normal?
No, well, normal as we know it is no longer on the table for anything. So from just working to relationships, so even the way we study, everything has changed. So I think what has to happen is that persons have to really have some self-evaluation and see what it is that I want moving forward. And then you're going to take that through to your relationship, through to your career, through to all the different aspects of your life, because COVID has changed our lives. We are completely different now. There's before COVID and after COVID. Normal is no longer on the table.
So distancing is now the norm.
Well, let's just put it this way. Hugs and kisses are very, 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 very different now. Hugs and kisses are not so free and willy-nilly given away. The persons who get hugs and kisses now are going to be more discriminate about how they get them and give them. But we really have to dig deep and figure out how we can actually be better at communicating with each other, because a lot of the things that we took for granted are no longer options.
Yes.
So we have to actually make effort, and we have to put ourselves in inconvenient, uncomfortable spaces in order to have anything meaningful, because that's literally where we are. A lot of the frivolous things, because I'm looking at COVID as this thing that's stripping away all of the fake and the unnecessary, and you're going to be end with something raw and real and authentic, because a lot of persons are together with somebody who not only did they not know, but they didn't like, but because they had all of those trappings to distract them, they went out a lot, and they always had somebody around them, and there's a lot of booze and stimulants. But now all of that is gone, and they realize that I'm stuck with somebody I don't even like.
So it was wrong from the beginning?
From the beginning.
Because this is a time when people would normally bond more and get together and come together and value companionship. So it could be concluded that virtual dating and mating and so on are in peril.
No.
No?
No.
Is that?
Not in peril at all. It's just the process is different. I don't think it's in peril. And that's why I say I think it's an opportunity. I think it's now a chance for us to actually really, really talk, really, really communicate, really get to know the person on some level before we put the physical stimulants between us. So now you get to actually have conversations and you see what them feel about certain things, which might be very important to you and you wouldn't have found that out before because you were so busy being naked with the person anyway. So now you're actually having deeper conversations. I think it's a good thing.
It sounds like you're going back to the future.
No,
The good old days, Shelly. You go back into this dating, be patient,
Yes.
wait, third date, and these things.
Yes. No, but Jamaicans never really dated, you know. Like, I'm of the belief that Jamaicans don't really date. We just got, and then we're there. So, after we got, and a few things decide if we're there or not. It's either when we finally get physical, after you get physical, we say, all right, now we're there. Or if certain people in your life see you together with the person, all right, now you're there. Or if you go out publicly enough and maybe they take a photo of you and put it in the media, all right, now you're there. So there's really, the way we used to do things could take an upgrade. So I think it's an opportunity for us to upgrade. That's just what I'm saying.
All right, Shirley, well, continue to enjoy your birthday, my dear.
Oh,
your birthday weekend, that is.
Yes.
And all the very best. Good. Thanks for coming and sharing with us.
It's an absolute pleasure. And big up your damn self. I mean, COVID is a very challenging time for all of us.
Okay.
And, you know.
It is right now for me because I can't even touch you.
I know, right?
It is. Okay.
Yes, social distancing.
Oh, yes.